Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, comment, like, share. And we're going to talk about this little screenshot. It looks like this driver did 3 rides for $26.71 with Lyft. And it looks like they're comparing it to Uber. It's not showing how many rides they did, but they're saying that they made $49.91 with Uber, which looks way better than what Lyft gave them. And I just wanted to talk about this because we know that a lot of drivers do both, and I do want you guys' opinions on who do you think is better. I mean, I personally believe that Uber pays better than Lyft, even with a bonus. It's just that in certain areas or markets, people are not able to see their trip details. And that right there is very important to drivers. Drivers in every area, no matter where you're at, should have the privilege to see where they're taking their passenger and where they're picking them up and how much they're going to be paid. Uber does not allow a lot of, well, I wouldn't say a lot, but it's plenty of different markets that Uber makes you work for that privilege, which it should be given for safety concerns and just so that people can know how much they're going to make for the ride. They shouldn't have to wait until the ride is over to figure out how much they're going to make. But a lot of us can agree that Uber does pay way better than Lyft a lot of times, and sometimes they don't. But let me know how you guys feel about it in the comments below. And just to throw that out there, I do believe that Uber pays better than Lyft a lot of times, even with a bonus. I've seen it. So, if you disagree, let me know, because every market is different. But I know in my market, Uber usually pays way better than Lyft, even with the bonus. Now, this screenshot is showing a $335 challenge for 150 rides. And honestly, I do not agree with these type of challenges because we all know that these challenges that they offer is literally money that they have taken out of each ride that they still take out of even when you're doing the challenges. So, and then on top of that, they make it very ridiculous with how many rides they want you to give. Don't get me wrong, some challenges be good, but those are the challenges that they need to stick with, the ones that are easy to complete and that pay good for them, because these over 100 rides, it's crazy. It's literally bait, because I've seen plenty of people say that they were almost done with these challenges and Lyft, play with the algorithm, so it took them forever to get their last ride, or they never got it because they were sitting around waiting the whole time. So be mindful when you do these type of challenges, because at the end of the day, this is the money that they owe you. And doing over 100 rides in a short period of time, it's really not safe. I mean, even being on the road for 8 hours a day is not safe. And I will continue to say that, because it's putting you at risk of anything possible that could happen to you driving all day. It's not healthy. But yeah, be mindful with these challenges, because that's how they get you guys. They love to throw these ride challenges out here, make it seem like they have all this money that they're offering you, when realistically it's money that they already owe you. But yeah, let's continue. Okay, so it looks like Lyft estimated a ride for 2 hours and 31 minutes for $115.82. Up front was $111, which is still ridiculously underpaid. But actually, the ride was 3 hours and 17 minutes, which is still almost a whole hour more. And they got literally $115. Rides like that should be an automatic cancel, automatic decline. You guys are setting yourself up when you take these long trips and not even getting $1 a mile. It's ridiculous, and I've already addressed it in my other videos. And a lot of people in the comments, they do agree. They do speak on how a lot of drivers can, be the reason why Lyft and Uber pay so low, because they're accepting these trash rides. You guys have to stop accepting rides that are not worth it, because you're lowering your value. And the more lower you go with your value, the more Lyft continues to not value at all, Lyft and Uber. So be mindful when you're accepting these long distance rides and make sure you're getting paid at the bare minimum $1 a mile, but I feel like you need at least two if you're doing these long trips. Consider paying yourself first. You need to make sure that the trip is worth it for the first part, and the second part you need to make sure that it's worth it on the way back as well if you have to do a round trip. Now if you're doing trips like this because you're going to that area and you don't mind being underpaid, hey, whatever floats your boat. So it looks like this driver drove 2 hours and 19 minutes online. He had two rides. He or she had two rides and one tip, which is a wow because a lot of passengers do not tip. So they received $20.35. So that means that they made about what, $10 an hour, which that's not even profit. But this is what Lyft and Uber do. They will claim that these drivers are making over $20 an hour, $27 an hour. I think the other day they went down from $27 an hour to $23 an hour. And that is not profit, you know? So when you're making less than that using your vehicle, your time, your gas, your maintenance, I mean, you're paying to even drive on the platform. You're literally in the negatives doing this type of work when you're driving all day and you're not even making any rides. I mean, these wait times are becoming ridiculous, and it's only because they continue to oversaturate these platforms so they can pay you pennies. Because I really feel like they have a problem with veterans in rideshare, people that have been doing this for years, who know the in and outs of Lyft, who knows how scammy they are. They are doing whatever they can to replace people who have been doing this type of work for over a year. And it's crazy because it's been a roller coaster with Lyft and Uber, especially with how much they pay you guys. They don't want to pay you, and they make it very obvious. And here we have another trash offer. $59.35 is what Lyft wants to pay this driver to drive an hour and 50 minutes. And that equals 118.5 miles. I hope that this person did not accept that trip, because that is ridiculous. You're not even paying $100 for that many miles to pick somebody up and drop them off. Lyft, it's disgusting. It's ridiculous. You shouldn't even be allowed to throw these type of offers out here. And drivers, I hope you guys are not accepting this type of slave work for the bare minimum. Now, I have commenters that say that, they overcharge customers and underpay drivers, which we already know this. Customers get charged money in surge pricing, and only a small fraction of that goes to drivers. The drivers should be able to set their own fees rather than company derived, and let drivers directly compete with each other. I kind of do agree, but then again, I do kind of believe that if they do go that route, it's going to be a lot of the drivers who don't know money when it comes to doing this platform, that just throws the lowest of lows just to get rides. So I kind of agree, and then I kind of don't, because then we'll have any and everybody just throwing these lower offers and money still won't be made. So I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments how you guys feel about that comment. Do you agree? Do you not? I'm like in between. I don't know. I feel like it just all depends. But at the end of the day, I know that a lot of the things that this person said is true. How they overcharge their customers. I mean, they do it all the time. They'll overcharge customers and make them pay over $100 to go down the street while they're giving the driver $8, $10, which is trash. It should not be allowed. It should not be okay for Lyft and Uber to do that. I mean, it's ridiculous. And at the end of the day, we give them too much power. So it's time to regain your power, drivers. And like I said, take action. Go to your attorney general of your state and file a complaint. Let them know what's been going on. Bring up all these lawsuits that they have going on. Even the one that they had just said that they owed over $300 million to drivers for stealing from drivers. I feel like everybody's entitled to that because every city, every state where there is a Lyft and Uber driver, they have all been suffering from wage theft from these companies. So go ahead and let me know in the comments how you guys feel. If you have anything that you guys want me to bring to awareness on my platform, go ahead and comment. You know, I love reading the comments. I appreciate all the support and love that you guys send my way. I wish you guys nothing but the best. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys again.